actions when everyone kept getting so angry at me, I felt really scared and confused. I figured I probably just needed to tweak things so I could get it right and everyone could be happy with me.
That's when you know you're doing it right.
I called a friend and said, can you help me figure out what I'm doing wrong? People keep yelling at me and
you're doing it right.
Making fun of me and telling me I don't get it and I'm stupid. Even people on our side.
You're doing it right.
Yeah, Glennon, that's just what it is. You're not doing it wrong. You're just finally doing it.
Yes.
Enduring the discomfort, the risk, the pain, the backlash, that is the work. Mm-hmm. That's why white women so rarely do this work, because it's not safe. Because you have to get your hands dirty. Because you might make your neighbors uncomfortable.
So good.
Because you also desperately need to be approved of and liked.
Oh, girl.
You're so obsessed with getting things right that you don't do the right thing. This work is scary and messy and uncertain, and there's no getting it right. There's just being brave and getting your ass kicked and showing up the next day and getting it kicked again. Repeat forever. And I thought, okay, well, honestly, if someone explained it that way, I may have just focused on pickleball like everyone else. For my shaky sisters, if you're newish to this, if you are considering answering the call to step up and out and into the gap between democracy and fascism, into the gap between Kamala Harris and all of the racist vitriol that's headed her way and the way of all women of color in this country, which we're already seeing introduced with phrases like DEI and affirmative action hire, which, make no mistake, are the newest iteration of the racial slur. If you decide to commit, you don't need to be unshakable. You can show up and speak and work, and you can shake the whole time. But I need you to know how it's going to go. It's going to be a shit show. The other side is coming hard, and it's going to be relentless and devious. The backlash will feel like it's coming from the inside, and that will be destabilizing. People who you love and respect will disagree with you and say you don't get it and dismiss you, and that will break your heart. Bots will flood your comments and make things look even more divided than they actually are. People you're organizing with will hurt your feelings. Your leaders will be imperfect. You will wonder who is in charge, and you will be desperate to talk to some kind of manager, and there will not be one, which honestly is still really a struggle for me. You will lose some people. You will be afraid of getting whatever the equivalent of getting canceled is in your particular world. What if every single bit of trust and credibility and social capital we have each built was saved up just for this moment? What if for this historic, vital moment, for our future, for our sisters, for our children, what if we just spent it all? And as my sister says, worried about getting canceled? Spoiler alert. If we stay quiet and don't fight, we're all getting mass canceled on January 20th, 2025 anyway.
That's
so risk
true.
it now or get ready for it later. Our silence will not protect us. It never did. If we decide to show up, we don't have to wonder or worry that we might fuck up and get in trouble. We will fuck up and we will get in trouble over and over.
But it's good
That's
trouble.
how this goes.
It's good trouble.
Mistakes will be made and feelings will be hurt. And I will say out loud that I feel afraid about that.
Me too.
Because we
Me
white
too.
women do not yet know how not to turn on each other. I don't know how yet either. But this time I'm going to learn. Because listen to me, this moment could be historic in a different way too. We as a group of white women could do this moment and this 102 days differently. We could put ourselves out there and we could make mistakes and get scared and disagree and hurt each other's feelings and still stay connected to each other. We could let people be angry with us and disapprove of us and mock us even, and not take our ball and go home. We could decide to care more about our children's futures than our own comfort. We could not just post trust Black women. We could also start doing it. We could recognize that Black women know how to do this and we do not. That forever they have organized, unified, and delivered in elections more reliably than any other group, behind candidates that were far from perfect, who often didn't even deserve their votes, but who they knew best protected their families, communities, and future. We could look at the numbers. How in 2016, less than 2% of Black women voted for Trump, while 47% of white women voted for Trump. How in 2020, less than 5% of Black women voted for Trump, while 53% of white women voted for Trump.
It's disgusting.
We could see clearly that now is the time to learn from Black women's ability to organize and unify and to follow their lead. We could know that since we are 41% of the electorate, while they are 6%, it is beyond time for us to stop freeloading on their labor in protecting democracy and start carrying our weight.
Yes.
Because if you're like me, you live with some regret and shame about not doing your part in 2016. About being too quiet then. Believing that things would go our way without
just didn't believe because we made fun of him all the time.
To make it happen. If we learned anything from 2016, it is that silent support is not support. That solidarity without risk is not solidarity.
Amen.
We will not make that mistake again. We will be loud in our support and embrace the risk that is required of solidarity. And when shit gets weird and scary, we could resist the temptation to crawl back under the wing of power that promises to shelter and protect us, but has always only existed to disappear us and to silence us. We could finally accept that no one is coming to protect us, that we protect ourselves and we protect each other. If we stay the course and stay together, we will find that the safety we thought we were sacrificing never existed in the first place. And we will find that comfort doesn't compare to the joy and sturdiness and honor that comes from abandoning approval and gaining the respect of other brave women fighting alongside us. That is safety. And that is why people keep coming back to get their asses kicked, because getting your asses kicked together for something righteous and good, there is nothing better. And if we do this for the first time in this country as white women, here is what else will happen. Something will begin to grow between white women and women of color for the first time, and it will be trust. And if we earn trust, we will finally be able to join together and we will become the biggest coalition this country of women, this country has ever seen.
Girl, yes. Who run the world?
And then for the first time, we will taste what real solidarity feels like, and we will see the power that real solidarity has. And on election night, and when our babies read of Kamala's victory in the history books, we will stand sturdy and proud, knowing that we were among the women who finally united, and we won. We won. And we saved the goddamn world. For ourselves, for our children, for each other. And we did it together.
Damn.
I feel so much love for every single one of you here tonight. Hi, Mom. Hi, sister. Hi, babies. I'm ready. I'm ready to kick ass, and I'm ready to get my ass kicked with all of you.
Oh my gosh.
Let's make history. In order to get down to business, I give you my dear friend, Shannon Watts. If I am the shaking dog in the eternal storm, Shannon Watts is the goddamn storm. Shannon Watts. Let's fucking go.